Hi, Dav here, and today we have a new episode in the RTV series. And today we'll be checking out the work of RE24 JP. Disclaimer, I did do a recording of this artist just right before recording this, but the thing is, I only recorded the webcam, so you couldn't see what was going on in my screen. It was. And I went for it was close to 30 minutes. I was basically just talking to myself. And it would have been nice if you could really because my webcam is not that high quality. I mean, it's okay, but it's better if you see the screen recording as well. Sadly, I made mistakes, so I'm gonna have to redo it again. But hopefully, I can go about things in a much faster pace now. But the point is, I do like this artist because of their drawings mainly. I mean, yeah, sometimes they will color it, they will add a background here and there, but I think the foundational thing when it comes to their work that I do like the most is their drawing skills. It reminds me a little bit of the line work or the drawings of Kim Jung-gi. Because whenever he does his line work, it's not always clean. It's kind of like this, where it's more shaky, a bit wavy, and they're trying to capture the general contour, right? It's not always an accurate contour. It's a general contour of where things are on average supposed to be in. And I think this kind of looser approach is just much more you can do so much with it. First of all, subject matter like this one. Let's try and make this one load. This one's more of a mecha, and you'll see this a lot in this artist's work as well. Usually it's a woman with a mecha sort of arm or something. But you can capture a lot of harder forms here, not just organic forms, but you can even do harder mechanical subjects with this kind of technique where it's sort of loose, the lines anyway. Right? It doesn't have to be accurate, but you can capture the gist of the parts and everything. And a bunch of their work is really just this. Whether there's something in the background, like a color to help make the drawing pop out, or maybe they have a bit of shading here and there, or maybe the drawing itself is in I don't know, gray, and then the background is white. The thing that's always there is the drawings. And it looks like it was done in one go, which I do like, because you can learn a lot by doing things in one go. If you make a mistake, you can just draw it again. And yeah, you're sort of forced to draw that thing again, which I think adds to that repetition. In this case, they did add something in the background. It's a very loose sort of a suggestion for an environment. And when they do their dashy sort of strokes, they're hatching, the pen doesn't really leave the paper, so it looks like a zigzag sort of hatching. That's what I've noticed. So this one, you can see they did something with the background. I think this fox chick, she has a tail. She's a mecha. It looks like she's riding some kind of mecha something, or a rocket, or a ship of some kind. But look at how the coloring or the flats are done. There's no shadows, no nothing. Yeah, they've simply separated the character, their vehicle thing, and the actual background. But again, the main thing here is the drawing with a bit of dashy, zigzaggy hatching strokes. Same thing here, right? It looks like it was a lot of their drawings like this. They look like it was done with a ballpoint pen. If you've ever drawn with a ballpoint pen, it's not always going to be a consistent line sometimes. And sometimes you'll see a bunch of bleeds here and there. And it just adds to that sort of variety, right? Because if you always have that one consistent round brush, basic hard round brush line, it's kind of boring. But if you have a brush or an ink pen, a pencil that's a bit that has a pen pressure setting that's a bit more fluid, it just looks more fun. It looks more active, looks more natural, right? And I do like these sort of sheets where you explore different parts of the character, different expressions, different poses. Now, is it always accurate? No, but again, this kind of line approach, it's much more gestural in a way, or essential. You're just trying to capture the quickest, the main essential lines, and not wasting too much time. And you can still add some shading, but in the case of this artist, they're just adding the zigzag sort of hatching stroke. And you can do this too. Look at the background again. Just a plain red. But look at the drawing. Is it like a manga line work level? No, but it's a kind of line work that you want to look at that actually looks good. And they did add a bit of like shadow, obviously, but it's just a hard round brush. There's nothing like there's no texture brushes, right? I mean, you have some paintings here and there, but yeah, I'm gonna focus more on the drawings because I think that's where they shine the most. So here they did add like a circle. I think this is more of like a practice thing. And then they're trying to draw the head around the circle because obviously the head has like a basic sphere amassing. So they were trying to draw the head from different positions, from above, from the front, from the above, but to the right or to the left, from below, from the back. And I think it's a great practice because now you will understand how the skull sort of goes away further from the main circle. You can see it here, right? It's all the skull is always sort of going behind the sphere. So that's interesting. And the forehead part is kind of protruding a little outward based on this drawing over here, right? The center, right? And again, you see more of the dashy sort of a zigzag hatching approach along with their more sort of fluid contour lines. Interesting outfit. Look at this again, lots of dashy strokes here or zigzag hatching. There you go. This one's kind of cool, right? Look at the background, it's just a green. And the character themselves, they do have some shadow, but that's it. And some like gray something for the maid outfit, but yeah, the white, that contrast between the background and the characters, like white areas, it just looks really good. And the maid outfit, the darker tones for the shoes, the maid outfit, and the handle, it's a good fit. It's a good fit. There we go, right? Very loose line work, very confident. It looks like a thumbnail sketch, but I think this is where, first of all, when you do this kind of approach, you can pump out a lot of drawings. And it's because of that repetition that you can figure things a lot faster. Because if you're always aiming for like super clean drawings, it's gonna take you forever to even go or achieve those clean drawings, right? Because you're gonna have to like fix the mistakes, and once you have everything set, which will take some time, and then you do like the final lines, it just takes too long. I mean, if you're trying to practice your like line work, sure, but if you just want to study something, get the gist of something, your line works can be like this. It's first, it's much more fun. It's also very fun because you don't have to waste time. You can just go in and say what you want to say, and it shows you that you can still tell a lot of story even without the fancy smanchy like hatching or rendering. Because just looking at your sketches, it looks so fun. It like you can study a lot as well, explore a lot of different topics, and it just feels more freeing, I think. And I think that's why people are fascinated with artists like Kim Jung-gi, because if you look at his sketchbook or sketchbooks or sketches, it just looks fun. Like it makes you want to draw and you want to be part or just see what's going on in the happenings of the pages. And again, doing these sorts of mannequin studies, it's very fast to do this if you just use like a basic sort of pen/pencil brush. Just getting the essential stuff down, doing them small. It looks like they were done small and fast, right? And you can just, again, capture the gist of it or the gesture. Even if you're doing mannequins, look at how the mannequin sort of or parts rather, they just kind of flow. It's not always like accurate. I mean, look at the hand there. It's like so, like, are they trying to capture every single curvature of the freaking hand? No, they're just getting the gist of it, like the major massings, right? Even the way they do folds, they're not trying to draw every single fold. They're just trying to capture the like where something pulls, where something sort of pinch, where something is being like stretched out, and that's it. You do have to zoom in into their work so you can actually see what's going on, but yeah, quick thumbnail, gestural contour sketches. That's what I've noticed, and the way they do their faces too, I like it. Right? There are artists who like to draw like the gesture sort of the gesture of the character of the pose, but it's not via contour. They'll capture like the spirit of the pose. So long strokes, big shapes, right? Energy sort of lines, line of action, stuff like that. But artists like this, they're more. I mean, yeah, they do see those things too, but they like to go in directly, where it's more concentrated on the contours, on the outer contours. So basically, all the outward lines usually, or detail lines. So I do like it. Look at this. There you go. That's it. Right? You can practice the same character, put them in different positions. I mean, look at the folds here. Is it accurate? No, but you know what it means. Like, you get why it's kind of folded this way because it's kind of on top of the leg, right? Even the ones here, the quick sort of line here to show that the dress top is being sort of squish because she is sitting down. So obviously it's gonna squish a little more. So you will get these kinds of folds. I mean, right? It's just faster. Look at this. There you go. This one does have a bit of color, but same principle. Oh, wow, we have a bit of armpit game here. There you go. Yeah, I think it's from a game. I'm not even sure, but so we're practicing different like poses again. But look at how quickly it's done, or look at how shaky the lines can be. It's fine. It looks good. If you want to refine it, you can, but at least you have like a base now. And I also like the fact that they do try, if for some pieces, for some pages, they like to fill up the page. And I think that's a good goal to have because it helps you develop a little bit of your compositional skills. You know, let's say you have something missing here, like you have white space here, like what kind of drawing would fit that empty space? So it's kind of like a cool, fun exercise. And it does help you, if you're doing this traditionally, you're not gonna waste paper, right? If you're doing this in like a digital digital, like, I don't know, Photoshop, Clip Studio Paint, it's gonna look good if you have some decent amount of work in a page. Now this one, they did make the background gray. It has a bit of noise texture. I do believe it's the same character for the most part. You have the one on the furthest one to the right. She's kind of telling you to keep quiet, to hush, ooh, shh, right? The one in the middle is sort of inviting, telling you to maybe, is she saying bye or hi? It looks like she has some kind of lighter maybe. Like she's holding something in her hand. And then there's another version where I think she's holding, in the left hand side, she's holding perhaps, I think it's a heel or her shoes. So maybe she's undressing. Oh, there you go. She's showing them toes a little bit. So maybe, she's kind of, maybe you should see me in my bedroom. Stop. I don't know. I'm just imagining things, but there you go. Again, look at how fun this is. Look at how filled up this whole page is. It looks so nice. If it's like, I mean, even if you're not finishing the whole face, it's still fun to see, right? If you look at the top part, where you can just see the eyes of this character over here. Right, there you go. Pretty fun. Kind of like this one too. Right? And you can practice all sorts of poses. You can do the same character, but just different poses, different like positions, different expressions. I think pages like this are very essential. And again, do this in like a line work, a quick line sort of way, kind of like this artist. Because you can do this faster and you can solve things faster and figure things out faster. And because you can do it faster, you can do a lot more repetition. So more drawings or sketches means more experience. And it's just going to be like an ongoing thing, And you're also saving time because you're not wasting time with like painting, rendering. I mean, even if they do the whole zigzaggy sort of dashy hatching, it's not even like the full thing. They'll just add it like in sparse, occasional sort of rare spaces or areas. Kind of like this one, they're practicing how the hair looks from different angles or how the head looks from different angles. It's a fun exercise. So this one, they're running, same character, different positions. They're more like thumbnail sketches, but they do capture the essence of the subject. Oh, I think it's from the anime Derby something, like these running horse people, like half people, half horse. I have been seeing some of the recent trailers, and the animation, I think it's the movie or something, or the latest season, I'm not sure, but the animation is so cool, and the expressions, like the way they're just like they really want to win, it looks like. I do like it. I haven't seen the show. I think I've seen like a parts of the first episode, but it looks like an interesting show. Because whenever you have like competitions happening, it's just, even if it's like let's say I'm not an athlete, but anything that has to do with competition it's so relatable because we do compete in real life. So yeah, in just different ways. So let's go further down. Oh, I do like this one. Astron. Oh, it's taking too long to load. Okay, we'll go back because I think, look at how there's no texture. Even the hatching is very rare, but look at that. They do there's a bit of color orange, obviously, for like the helmet, and maybe the cat ears or bunny ears, and maybe some of those like tech things on the side. A bit of reflective stuff on the helmet, the greens and the purples and the blues, but it's almost unnoticeable. But look at how the base is always the drawing, and you can add a little more punch to it by adding color, by adding like something in the background to help the drawing pop out even more, adding shadows as they did here. And it does look like they are in space because of the black background and the pretty bright, I guess it's the moon or something, or the sun. Look at this down there. You go. Kawaii. Oh, see, do you see like, oh, where are they in space? Or are they sort of in the bunker? I'm not even sure, but look at how cool the line work is. It's very shaky, or maybe shaky is not the word. It's like maybe wavy, or like it feels like they're just taking their time. Again, just check out any page of Kim Jung-gi whenever they draw with ballpoint pen. I think that's where you see it the most. Right, like this. It's very gestural, but it's a kind of gestural drawing that focuses more on contours, because there's a kind of gesture drawing that focuses more on the spirit of the object, like the inner lines, the line of action. Yeah, there you go. But these ones are more like they're capturing the gesture, the general idea of the contour, basically the outer lines or any kind of detail lines, right? I do like it. This is the drawing, and when they paint it, it looks like this. Look at how the drawing pretty much has remained the same, but it is the foundation of this painting. Look at that. There you go. I do like their paintings too. It looks a bit gouache / watercolor-ish. More gouache than watercolor because there's less transparency here, but yeah, I do like it. There you go. Kawaii. Kawaii. There you go. Cute drawings here. Oh, I think this is Boki something, the rock. Look at how fun these storytelling panels are. Right? Yeah, it's kind of shaky. It's not super tight, but there's just something raw and fun about it. And it makes you want to draw. Because there are illustrations out there that are so freaking like tight, but they're really cool. And they're like, oh. But they can be a bit intimidating, right? Like it makes you not want to draw. Like what's the point of even trying? You start having those thoughts. But this one, it seems like, oh, we're gonna have some fun here, right? We're gonna dip our toes in the freaking pool, right? Oh, there you go. Look at this kawaii. What is she doing? Is that a teddy bear or something? Look at, oh, this one is different. They did leave the background white, but the character is in gray. And even in this stage, it still looks freaking perfecto. Oh, I think she's some kind of mechanic. I can see like the cutting sort of thing here, some clippers or holding thingies. If you're a mech sort of person or tech person or maintenance sort of a dude or dudette, you know what I mean. And again, look at the line works. Is it like so refined? No, but it's it says what it needs, what it needs to say. Jesus, oh, it's so over. This one is in green. I'm not sure what this sort of rolling thing is. It's kind of like a wheel with some treading on it or something, or spikes. But look at how the mecha, this sort of tool, is illustrated. Is it accurate? I don't think so, but it's a good drawing. It's a good drawing, guys. Yeah, this one's kind of hot too. Look at that. There you go. There you go. And yeah, just limit yourself to like one brush. With a bit of pen pressure, so some parts will have a little more opacity or thinness than others. It just adds a little more diversity, and you can practice a lot of your mannequins or figure drawings this way. And again, you can produce a lot of work by doing this. Look at this. These studies. You have head studies here, and you have like oh wow, it's taking a while to load. Let me just click it. There you go. Oh, so now it shows up. Jeez. Oh my god. Look at that. Right? They're trying to study how the eyes look, and the guideline here is going to be the circles. If you look at as you see it more, or the face from the side, the more squished the circle will be. So it becomes more of an ellipse. And if you look at the circles, let's say this is the cup, like the eyes go around the cup. The eyes go around the cup. It's not just like a straight thing. And I think that's an issue I've had with some of my study drawings. The eyes don't seem to curve around. They look so flat. So that's an interesting sort of thing to notice. And you will be able to notice this if you do a bunch of drawings. And the best way to do that is to simplify your drawings. You don't have to do full rendered illustrations. You can just do quick sort of sketches like these ones. And because they're quick, because they're fast, because they're simple, you will learn more because you will do more, because it's not like complicated. And I think that's the advantage of having this sort of approach. This kind of approach, I think, is gonna help you build your foundational drawing skills in the fastest way possible, and not just in the fastest way, but in the best way, in the most fun way possible, because you're not it doesn't seem as stressful. It seems fun, it seems quick, and you get to produce a lot of work at the same time. So hopefully, did I show this person already? Kind of hot. I think they're from the Zero Zen game. This one has a shark tail, some kind of shark fish tail. But again, look at the line work. Is it complicated? No, but it's very like, it's direct to the point. No extra fluff. It is what it is, and it looks good. So I do recommend you check out the work of what's her name? rerere24 and they have a fan box, so check that out if you want. I will link this artist in the description below, and I will try to find artists who are kind of like rerere24 as well. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed their work, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.